Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make an absolute classic Chinese takeaway dish. Sweet and sour chicken with all those essential bits. Crispy, tender fried chicken in a sweet, sticky and sour sauce. And it starts off in a bowl with your chicken pieces. This is chicken breast and I've marinated it in some rice wine and some soy sauce, and they're in kind of 1-inch pieces. So once it's marinated, it's time to make up the batter. Go straight into a bowl with your corn flour, and 1 egg goes in here. Once you have a nice smooth mixture on your corn flour egg mix, it's time to get the chicken in here. So tumble it all in. You've got a little bit of that rice wine and the soy sauce, which is going to give you this great flavor in there. So now it's just time to get your hands in and get mixing. Once the chicken is nicely mixed through that batter, it's time to talk about how we're going to fry this off. I have some sunflower oil, which is heating up in a shallow frying pan just like this. I actually don't have too much, there's about 1 inch in here. And the way to check that it's nice and hot is to stick a wooden spoon in, and when you start seeing those little bubbles fizzing up around it, you know that it's nice and hot. I'm going to use a slotted spoon and place 1 or 2 of these chicken pieces on the spoon and lower it carefully into the frying oil. Make sure to give your hands a good wash, and now this is going to cook off nice and gently in that oil just until you have a nice golden color on your chicken and it's all very crispy. So now carefully transfer this out using a slotted spoon, and I do recommend that you use one of these because you will get rid of any of that excess oil. Transfer them out to a plate, and I've lined this with some kitchen paper to make sure that I drain off any of the excess oil here. They are beautiful, they are crispy, and they are golden. We have our beautiful crispy chicken, and now I'm going to turn off the heat and very carefully transfer this pan away from anywhere that's going to cause any issues. And bring across my little pot, which we're going to make this sweet and sour sauce. Now this sauce is really easy to make, and best of all, it uses store cupboard ingredients. So get your heat on the pan, and to this we are going to add a little bit of rice wine, a little bit of sugar. I've just got some superfine sugar, and also we're going in there with some tomato puree, which is the key element to the color in this sweet and sour sauce. So tomato puree goes in, and then to top all of this off, I've got some chicken stock. Now in this sauce you have that balance of sweet and sour. So you've got the rice wine for that acidity, you've got the tomato puree and the sugar for that sweetness, but you also need a little bit of saltiness, and for that I have some soy sauce which goes straight in as well. This mixture is now going to bubble up, and it's going to simmer away for about 5 minutes just until all those flavors come together, and then we're going to thicken it off with a little bit of corn flour and water, which I'm going to mix in a bowl right now. Now you wouldn't think it, but this mixture of corn flour and water is going to thicken up this sauce and give you that kind of sticky, sweet, gloopy mixture that you want over your sweet and sour chicken. So set that forward, and into our pot, which is simmering away quite nicely, I have a combination of green and red peppers, which are in nice little bite-sized chunks. So those go straight in, and they're going to cook away in the pot until they're nice and tender. So give them a good mix through with we'll do it with a whisk. Along with these peppers, we're also going to go in there with some spring onions, so just finely slice these on the diagonal. Now that I have beautifully chopped spring onions, these go straight in with those peppers, and just give everything a good mix through. This is looking really good right now. It smells fantastic, and those peppers are becoming nice and tender. Pour this mixture in while also stirring, because you want a nice, even distribution of it. And it's amazing, it starts to do its work pretty much straight away, and you'll see it thickening up quite fast. This is looking really good. It's like all the Chinese takeaways my mom pretends we never had growing up. This looks fantastic. So I'm gonna take the sauce off the heat. I'm gonna tumble my chicken into this lovely bowl. You've got all that crispy chicken. And remember, you've got that hot sauce going over the top, so it should be all nice and hot. As soon as you pour that beautiful sauce over the chicken, you are left with a true treat of a supper. So get in there with a spoon and just mix it all up. There you go, one of the most easy Chinese takeaway dishes to make at home, probably made in half the time it would have taken for the man to come with the big bag of the takeaway to come to the house and hand it to you. So yeah, that's really easy, perfect for you to make at home. I am going to try some because I have to, and it looks delicious. Oh man, really, really tasty stuff. It's got that sweetness, it's got that sticky element. The chicken is beautifully tender because we've deep fried it. But really for me, this is a classic dish that can be made so simply and with store-cupboard ingredients. So if you want the recipe, check it out in the box below over on my website. Make sure to click subscribe, check out my Asian playlist full of lots of delicious Asian recipes, and make sure to leave me a comment telling me your favorite Chinese takeaway dish, and we'll see you soon. Happy cooking!